Good morning. Welcome back to A Life Worth Living. I'm Frederick Roth, and I believe that God has a purpose and a plan for everyone. I have a message of hope and truth to show you a life worth living. This morning, we are in Exodus chapter 30. And as with this section of Exodus, there is a whole pile of spiritual application to what God is telling Moses about the temple. And there's one application that I really want to drive home this morning, and it applies to everyone, no matter your belief system or not. And that is in relation to the altar of incense. Now, the altar of incense was a place where they burnt incense to as a symbol of worship and praise and thanksgiving in which God's presence would dwell. Now, how does that apply to you and everybody? Well, there is a principle that everybody needs to adhere to for maximum benefit in your life. And that is the principle of gratitude and thanksgiving. You've heard the songs and you've heard the quotations to have an attitude of gratitude. It's like the story when Jacob goes in to see Pharaoh when Joseph is the second in command in Egypt, and he finally gets reconnected with his family, and he brings his father in to see Pharaoh, and Pharaoh looks at him and said, "Man, how old are you?" And the ancient Jewish wisdom is that Jacob was a complainer. And you can see that in his answer. "Well, I've been terrible," and he complains and whines and complains and whines. And here's the thought process. The more you whine and complain, the older you look. I want that to sink in a little bit. The more gratitude and thanksgiving you have, the younger you look. Now, that applies to so many things, but it also applies not just to your looks, but to your attitude, to how you portray yourself, to how you work each day, to how you communicate with a relationship with one another. If you are constantly whining and complaining, you're going to have trouble in your relationships. If you have gratitude and your thanksgiving in your life, your relationships will be better. If you whine and complain, your business is going to be more difficult. If you have gratitude and thanksgiving, things will be better. See, thanksgiving is a catalyst for abundance. Thanksgiving is a catalyst for goodness. Thanksgiving is a catalyst for the things that bring us joy and happiness. And so if we cover ourselves in thanksgiving and gratitude each and every day, the altar of incense in the scripture was meant to put incense on in the morning that would run throughout the day, and incense to be put on in the night to run through the night. It is a continual offering. And if we can learn the principle of adding thanksgiving to our lives, it will dramatically change our outlook on life. For the past 2 to 3 years now, I have written anywhere from 3 to 5 and above, sometimes even 10 things that I'm thankful and grateful for each and every day. Last year I was doing 3 things. This year I'm doing 5+ items every single day to be thankful for them. And it's so important. It changes your outlook on life. What can I be thankful for today? Instead of what can I complain about today? So take this principle and run with it. Now get up and go and live a life worth living and be thankful.